All right, good morning. So this morning about 9:03, obviously JSO responded to a call of a bank robbery in progress. We then got another call of a potential individual who was shot in the lobby of that bank. Patrol officers responded. Immediately we were able to identify some activity inside that they believed to be a bank robbery in progress. Notified their watch commander, who in turn notified the SWAT command staff and the dispatch, our dispatch process to get our SWAT negotiators at the scene. SWAT negotiators arrived at the scene, and obviously that information the patrol had determined to be accurate when they arrived at the scene. That it was in fact an individual. There was in fact an individual in the bank, armed with a gun, with at the time we believed to be potentially somewhere between 10 and 13 hostages inside the bank. We were able to establish some initial communications with the suspect. We were able to talk to the suspect a little bit. He made different demands about requesting family members to be at the scene, that type of thing. He did, through negotiations, again, this was a really long incident, but he did, through negotiations, release a couple of the hostages. But he also continued to threaten people inside the bank. He threatened to kill hostages multiple times. We had verifiable information that he was actually putting the gun to the back of the hostage's head at a couple points. Based on that, those threats and that activity escalated through this event, became more and more intense through this event. Reviewing that, the SWAT command staff obviously made the determination that at the next opportunity that they would make entry into the bank to rescue the hostages. There was an opportunity that presented itself not long ago where two people were hiding inside the bank, unknown to the hostage taker. Those two people took an opportunity to attempt to flee the bank. When they did that, it distracted the hostage taker, and at that point the SWAT team took that opportunity to make entry into the bank, placed themselves between the hostage taker and the hostages, in essence rescuing those hostages. Upon seeing the SWAT team, the suspect surrendered inside the facility. So we were able to take him into custody without incident, and again save the lives of those hostages. So listen, a fantastic job by the patrol officers at the scene, fantastic job by the SWAT team, and those guys work and train hard every single day for days like today, and it paid off today. We were able not only to resolve it, but resolve it peacefully, through some really professional expertise, again, to be able to make the right decision at the right time and be able to execute that, and again take this individual into custody and rescue the hostages. So I want to obviously publicly thank them for that. So John, you got to say a few words?
Yeah, on behalf of Community First Credit Union, we are just so very thankful that this hostage situation ended up resolving itself in a safe way for everybody. Clearly our hearts and prayers are with the families and the membership who were involved in this, but we are very thankful also that the JSO, the SWAT team, the negotiators did a fine job in bringing this to a resolution, and we certainly do appreciate everything, Sheriff Williams, that you've done. And once again, we need to get back with our employees. We need to get with our membership and make sure that everybody is taken care of, and we'll do whatever we can to make that happen.
So you're the owner of the bank?
I'm the CEO and president.
And if you could state your first and last name and the spelling of it.
Yeah, it's John Hirabayashi.
The spelling of your last name?
JOHNHIRABAYASHI.
Extremely relieved in this moment.
Yes, absolutely.
We have heard, sir, that there was a dog with
Thank
the
you, John.
suspect. Is that confirmed?
He did come in with the dog, and the dog is safe right now. So we were able to retrieve the dog successfully too, and he is unharmed, and I believe in the care of animal control at this time. So let me wrap up one last thing. So the investigation now is beginning. Lots of questions still left to be answered. We know this individual now to be DeAndre Schumann, we believe, black male suspect, late 20s, early 30s, still trying to verify his date of birth. We will get that information to you through the PIOs. He currently is looking at charges potentially of bank robbery, again, things that we have to verify still. But in addition to that, armed kidnapping, aggravated assault, multiple cases of those, obviously because of his interaction with those hostages inside the bank.
Can you spell his name? Do you have a spelling?
DeAndre, common spelling, D-A-A-N-D-R-E, Schumann. Common
Sheriff
spelling.
Williams, so when he went into the bank, he stated that he was robbing the bank.
That's part of the investigation. So he did at one point ask for some money. So we still, again, have to verify a lot of this information. But clearly, once inside the bank, taking the bank over, threatening the employees, and making demands of, law enforcement employees during his time inside the bank.
Sheriff Williams, was he an employee of the bank?
He was not an employee of the bank.
Did he have a white vehicle that he drove up to the?
He did come up in a vehicle. I'm not aware of the. I don't know the color, but yes, he did. My understanding is he came up in the vehicle. Again, still part of the investigation.
Have you ever been at this bank before?
I have no idea.
Was that vehicle stolen?
I don't know. Do not
Sheriff,
know
how are
this
the
time.
hostages doing at this point?
Well, as you can imagine, they are shaken up. I mean, you had employees inside the bank that just came to work, and were victimized by this individual. You also had people just going to the bank at 9 o'clock on a Thursday morning who were victimized by this individual. So, they've got, again, a legitimate reason to be shaken up, and they are. They are all very cooperative with us, obviously, and we obviously pray for their
Two more
recovery.
questions.
Can you
The
confirm if the
condition
gun
of
was
the
loaded?
robber.
Is the gun loaded? Can you confirm it?
Have not confirmed any of that
The
yet.
condition of the robber right now.
The condition of
Of Robert.
he is in custody and uninjured.
What about the victims? How many people were shot and what is their condition?
Nobody was shot.
Nobody
Nobody was
Thank
shot.
you, Sheriff.
Yeah, we will update you on more information. Yeah, we released it, and we'll get more information to DeAndre Shootman is his name.
Do you know how old he is?
Do not.
Approximately?
Not
Young?
late 20s, early 30s.
Thank you,
That's all we
Sheriff.
can tell. Thank you so much, and we'll give you more information as we get it. Thanks.